Hey there! Welcome back to Beer in Canada. I'm Chris.
I'm Will.
And we're here again with another dark beer. This time we're
sticking with the theme.
Sticking with the theme. Well, it is winter. This time we're having the Belhaven Scottish Stout. Belhaven Scottish Stout, which is actually a Scottish beer brewed in Scotland. So,
nice thistle on the bottle cap, just a nice touch.
Yeah, you probably can't really see that, but so we're going to give this a try now. Even just appearance from the bottle, this is something I'm just going to complain about for a second here. I really don't like clear bottles, and for some reason it's bottled in a clear bottle. On the plus side, it's a 500ml bottle.
Yay.
At 7% alcohol.
So they got the half right.
So, you know, it's an improvement over the little teensy tiny bottles, which we get some complaints about. The theme lately. Alright, let's have your glass here.
There, thanks, sir.
So this time, this time for sure we're going to be able to get ourselves a nice
there we go.
Full pour. And there's one little swallow left, and I can already smell this beer.
Yeah.
But
so appearance-wise,
again, that's looking very dark. Look at that. I mean,
yeah. You
can see the brown a little bit easier than the last beer that we.
But it's pretty dark. That's a nice.
But it's a nice dark. It's got, you know, about a finger's worth of a tan head.
You know what? That was pretty good head. I mean, it went down a little initially, but it settled nicely. You know, it's not disappearing so quick.
It's a nice looking stout.
So yeah.
So get a nose.
Sure.
Chocolatey.
Yeah, it's a milder aroma. Nothing really overpowering.
Definitely malty. I know I smell some chocolate malts in there, but that's about normal for stouts.
I'm getting much more of the just the regular malt smell off it. There was something else in there I'm trying to identify. A bit of a licorice.
Okay, I thought I was imagining that.
No. Always go with your first impression.
Yeah, no,
I'm just glad I'm glad someone backed me up and I wasn't imagining it.
Well, it's very mild, but yeah, I guess it's there. So let's
give it a go.
This a taste.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Slunch. That's nice, thick.
That's got a nice mouthfeel to it.
Yeah, that's the first thing I was thinking.
I wouldn't quite say it coats the tongue, but it's creamy.
It's nice and creamy, yeah. I still get a tang of that, almost like a tiny bit of licorice on it, which adds in the. I think I'm not a black licorice fan, however, or an anise fan, but I get that anise. Just a tiny hint of it, but it's so subtle that it just adds that little kind of peak of bitterness. I really like it with the thick mouthfeel. I'm not getting a ton of chocolate.
The rest of the malts, I think that all the malts are fairly balanced, because I get just a little bit of chocolate. I can taste a touch of what I assume is black patent, but not with a lot of the stouts and porters I've had. That when the black patent shows up, you can really taste it, because it becomes a very I call it a roasty flavor to it.
Yeah,
and this doesn't really have that.
And same with the chocolate malts. I mean, when you get the chocolate malts, that you have a lot of chocolate malt, you get a really desserty, chocolatey kind of a flavor. And I'm getting more of the balance with whatever the base malts they're using. And it just seems to be just this nice, creamy, smooth, delicious.
Yeah, it's actually quite tasty. I was hoping that the bottle would say a little bit more, but besides saying that it's brewed with pure Scottish water and that it's based on a recipe from the 1800s, doesn't say much. But I mean, it's a full roasted chocolate flavor with a hop character that complements a blend of triple malts.
Yeah. So
I have no idea what the base malt is.
Two-row chocolate and black patent, and then there's 3 malts right there. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Unless they're using some kind of specialty, maybe like one of the Munich malts or something. But that doesn't strike me as something they do in
Scotland in the
Scottish
1800s.
Brewery.
Not in the 1800s, if it's in 1800s.
Well, it's based on a recipe from.
Now,
that's quite tasty, actually.
The other thing is for a 7% beer.
That goes down too smooth.
It goes down really smooth. It goes down really dangerously smooth. You know, I don't get any strong alcoholic kind of flavor from it.
Yeah. I mean, the alcohol's present, but it's. I'll just come back to say it again. It's a balanced beer. That's really tasty. I didn't expect this at all. I expected something.
I did before.
Oh yes, you did, didn't you? I expected something a lot thinner.
Yeah, it surprised me the first time I had it, and again that was over the holidays. So I'm pleased to have a second go at trying it in a little more of an analytical point of view.
So that's a beautiful beer. So star ratings.
Well, I'm gonna have to try and stay consistent in the way I rate beers. So, and now that you've revealed you can have half ratings, I'm
you gonna puss out on me?
Yeah, I might. I don't know. Maybe you should change your rating system to 1 of 10, and then you can get away from half ratings.
Yeah, but then people might go, 7.5. And what's a 7.5?
True. Okay, you first then.
All right, me first. You know what? I think that is a beautiful, balanced stout, and I really can't believe I'm saying this. I think that's a 5 out of 5. I would love to have this regularly.
Well, since I'm also not really going to go with the half things, I'm going to have to agree with you. If I was forced to, I might have said a 4.5, because there may be that perfect beer out there.
Yeah, 5 doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a perfect beer.
But it's...
I can rate harshly, so I don't like giving a 5 very often, but I think this does deserve that kind of rating.
Yeah, I'd fill my fridge with this.
Oh yeah. I just wish it wasn't in that clear bottle, but otherwise it doesn't seem to have negatively affected it, so doesn't seem to be any problem. So that's a beautiful beer. So Belhaven's Scottish Stout. If you can get your hands on this.
Dunbar, Scotland, in East Lothian, I believe.
Is that where it is?
Dunbar, East Lothian, yeah. Alright. www.belhavenco.uk.
So we're in Ontario, and we've been able to get this in the LCBO. I don't know what distribution is like throughout the rest of Canada. If you see it somewhere and you want to share, comments are below. Pretty please drop a line, and if you've had it before, tell us what you think.
Cheers.
Till next time. Cheers. We gotta get some more of this.
Do they have more?
I don't know. Wow, that's a nice beer.